Hey, Nick.
Hey, Chase.
It's that time again.
What time is it?
Time for
Fuck this place!
What? Yeah, like I think the answer is no. Like stop fighting, stop crying. It's a cartoon.
I think the answer is no. Yeah, and that's the thing, dude. You find yourself like hating on stuff that like your kids like now, and like I can't imagine that. Like I'll watch because they're just always watching like YouTubers and shit.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon YouTubers, and I'm like, this shit sucks. Stupid. And like I'm just thinking, like, damn, imagine like if when I was a kid, my dad was just like, Thundercats is lame. What are you doing?
Yeah. Dude, I for sure, like, my dad was like, what the fuck are the X-Men? What the fuck is that, Nick? It's like, no, it's important, Dad. You don't get it. It's important. They're fighting against discrimination, I think. I think. Chase, are you plugged in again?
Oh, fuck. Is my mic not plugged in?
fuck.
There it is. Okay.
Thanks, Nicholas. Let's just do the intro. Goddamn, one more fucking time. Welcome to Fuck This Place, podcast about jobs with Chase and Nick. My name is Chase.
My name is Nick, and with us today is another fantastic guest you have seen on HBO as well as in the South by Southwest Comedy Festival. He also has his own podcast called the Please Remain Calm podcast. He's everywhere, and he is with us here today, Mr. Ben Gonzalez. Ben, how you doing, my guy?
Doing great, guys. Thanks for having me, man. Excited to be here.
Thanks for being here. I barely make it here every week, and I'm glad that we're here now. Let's just go straight into our first segment. That's what I'm going to do. Ben, our first segment we do on every podcast is a segment we call Fuck This Place ? Where we decide if we work somewhere or not. And you're originally from Inglewood area. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, always up to no good.
You know it.
Hell yeah. And so we've actually pulled 3 posts from the LA, some of it's Inglewood, Craigslist. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know if any of these are specifically Inglewood. Oh, no, there's one in Inglewood. There's one for sure. Okay. 2. Okay, anyway.
Awesome.
So I'm going to read the title to 3.
Okay.
Just like you're browsing Craigslist, you're going to pick one that's like an automatic, no fucking way I fuck this place. I'm not even going to click on it. And then we're going to look at the other 2 and decide if we work there or not. Make sense?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. Title number 1 is TikTok content creator. That's all caps, by the way. Important. Actually, I think this next one is also all caps. Attention, insurance agents, no license, work from home. Okay. And then post number 3 is simply hiring security guards. So which one is an automatic? Not going to fucking touch that. The TikTok, the insurance, or the security?
No, security guards.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, not a chance.
I'm not roughing up nobody, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I think most of the job of security is being a narc. You can just call the cops on people,
Yeah.
That's no fun.
Pretty much. And the other 2 jobs imply, well, one says work from home, I think, and the other one implies that you can work from home. If you're a TikTok creator, you can't be security from home.
You know.
I'm gonna watch your ring cam for you. That'd be a cool business though.
You're very locked
security
in.
Guard, remote security.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the more ambiguous, whether we're working from home or not, and look at post number 1, which is TikTok content creator. And the post begins and it says, "We are looking for someone experienced with TikTok slash algorithms. TikTok dash algorithms slash trends slash editing to work in our salon 4 days a week, 9+ hours a day."
Jeez, that is a lot of TikTok dancing.
That's a ton of TikTok. That's a lot of time period. Crossing the 8 mark. Anyway, we're going to loop back to that one for sure. You will be filming both a colorist and stylist as they work, as well as filming before and afters of the clients and making content that is up to date with all of the trends. You will also need to be flexible to travel to Miami. I don't think there's any home here. Travel to Miami once a month. Once a month as well as New York and various other cities and countries. Please reply with samples of your latest TikTok videos or Instagram reels to set up an interview. Compensation, $20 an hour. Employment type says full-time. That is the post.
Wow.
All right. It says full time, but it's only saying 4 days, 9 hours a day. It looks like they're trying that whole thing where they cut you just below
right under the 40-hour mark.
Any benefits?
Well, I'm just like think it's weird that they're like, okay, you're okay. Well, most of the day you're actually just going to be doing TikToks for us, and then we actually got you running drugs into Miami. If you could also do that too,
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
TikToks and flying you to New York. Like,
I was hoping that this was the job that was in Inglewood.
It is not in Inglewood. Yeah, by the way, it does say Beverly Hills, which is it honestly sounds a little bit more, like every part about this seems very unreasonable.
I don't understand what's happening at all. Like, are you doing hair?
Yeah,
Sweeping up hair.
Are you helping promote bare knuckle fighting in Miami? I don't know what's happening.
If for some reason Miami is the biggest red flag. If it was New York, it's like, okay, fine, But also other countries is again what sort of espionage, are we doing here?
So casually being like, oh, and by the way, you travel across the country. Like
this is a very Beverly Hills post.
On a $20 job.
That's what I'm saying. It's $20 an hour. And they're like, well, we're not going to pay you for the travel or the hotel room, but we will see you in Brooklyn.
TSA is like checking you for guns and stuff. And you're getting $20 an hour. There's like a guy sneezing on you on the plane. It's $20 an hour. Just all this stuff. And it's just $20 an hour.
It's just $20 an hour.
Hey, Nick, this is the salon. We're going to need you in Morocco tomorrow morning.
Morocco!
Bring your phone.
And don't forget to fucking
bring your ring light.
Bring your ring light and fucking handcuff that ring light to you because we cannot lose it. By the time you get there.
Proves what a pain in the ass it is to make TikToks because this salon is willing to pay somebody $800 a week just to make TikToks.
Yeah, it is a lot. Like they are correct that this is a lot of work. What they are incorrect in is that they should be paying this person like more,
Right.
like more. They should be paying this person more. So yeah, I'm gonna say no. Just because, like completely separate from this. Like just totally separate from the weird expectations of the 9 hours a day and like the international espionage. These people don't know like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand. And so they're going to be very upset when they don't go viral immediately. Like, and you're not going to fire you because they're insane. And they're just like, well, whatever, like we'll keep the kid, I just want to abuse them. But like, they are going to be so mad when like your first video with an account that has 0 followers gets like 100 views.
Where's my $20 going?
Correct. Yeah. And they're going to bitch and moan at you for a long time about it. So so I'm going to say, no, I'm good.
I'm out as well. I think that mostly because these people don't seem to understand the concept of time or money or how it works. Like, it's just like to somehow think you can get to Miami and in 9 hours while also working in the salon that day and filming TikToks. I don't know. I think these people are absolutely living outside of the realm of reality. So I'm out. What about you, Ben?
This is a maybe for me because of my big sense of adventure. I mean,
hey, you love to travel.
You never know where you're going to get sent to next.
Yeah.
I mean, you really could make a great travel talk. You just like, you're on the runway and you're in the air and you're in Miami and you're just like, I don't know why I'm here. Maybe you could create a separate TIKTok, that is like, I'm being abused. Come help me. And I feel like that would get a ton of
that one blows up.
So, yeah, you're right. Your sense of adventure could lead you to the right destination here. Okay. So we'll say, kind of maybe fuck this place.
Give this one a chance.
Give peace and TikTok a chance. Okay. Post number 2. Title is all caps again. Attention, insurance agents, no license, work from home. And then I do want to say that the map does put you right in the middle of Inglewood. So that's probably just, like for a trickery, but just FYI. There is one picture.
Yeah, that's literally like 6 blocks from my house.
Oh, nice. They're closing in. For some reason, the dot is moving on this one. There is one picture.
Wait, this is my ad. Yeah.
Good.
I'll tell you about this job.
The one picture that is this post is it's a sad picture. It's like a candle. It's like one of those vigil candles, like real tall, like one of those Catholic vigil candles, and some red like carnations that I would guess are on a grave. It's just, this looks very grave-like to me.
Yeah.
So, we're getting dark right away. And here we go. It says best opportunity in the USA today. Funerals at no cost. Up to 7 people on same plan. Looking for customers and agents in all areas. No license required. So, like, are you an agent? Anyway, earn up to 80%. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Earn up to 80% upfront and up to 45% override residual commissions with no chargebacks, no license required. I don't know what any of that means. like as far as, real estate licenses or whatever go. Earn as much as $10,000 per month and or build a team to earn extra override income every month. Here's what we do. Pay for the funeral expenses and manage the funeral arrangements for up to 7 family and or friends, all on one benefits plan. Can you imagine joining a like life insurance or like funeral death like thing with your friends?
But
can you imagine like the friends from Friends?
But I mean, but it's like,
well, what if one of us is gonna die? Sorry, go ahead.
So wait, so it's like all 7 of us go in because Grandpa's gonna die, and we're gonna split the cost of his funeral, or we're all planning on being dead.
I think we're all planning on being dead.
We're all being dead, so we're gonna like one big casket together.
But we'll figure it out. Here it goes.
Okay.
This is a 70-year-old international company. Hope that answers your question, Nick. The number 1 pioneers in funeral protection benefits. This is America's best funeral option. And starting today, you can give up to 7 family members and or friends the peace of mind to protect themselves from the inevitable. So that's why I say this is like a suicide pact. Like we're all going down.
Wow.
For only $70.
Protect themselves from the inevitable. Pioneers of what are they? What are these? What?
Death pioneers.
Yeah. Who do these guys think they are? They're like the Avengers of death.
for only $75 per month for all 7. And then again, we're in parentheses again, earn up to 80%. Like, I don't understand what the fuck it, only $60 per month for all 7 in New York, California, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico.
You didn't say Porta, not Puerto. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
We are.
Where is that, you wonder? I wonder where I'll find Puerto Rico on the map.
Oh, it's my grandson, Puerto Rico. Okay. And this is great. We are all going to die someday.
Oh, cool. I want to work for this guy.
We all need to plan ahead. This is that plan.
Die and day are capitalized.
Yeah, die someday. Get started today.
But also no, I don't. I don't have to do anything after I'm dead. Like it's just like I'm not even be using the body anymore. What are you talking about?
That's a super good
If I drop
point.
dead now, I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, what about all those plans I had for my dead body? I'm like,
That's
I don't
correct.
have to do a damn thing to plan for that.
Yeah, funerals are and everything else is for those we leave behind. I can't tell I know you're trying to like we're literally only halfway through this post, but I can't tell if you're trying to sell me the service or if you're trying to get me on.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. No credit checks, no green card or immigration status, no medical exams, funeral benefits up to 7 in your family for one low price, blah, blah, blah. In the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean, we are really expanding beyond North Carolina, California, and Puerto Rico. When that time
immigration.
I don't know. When that time comes for each of us, all it takes is a phone call and everything will be handled for you. Amazingly, you can protect. We're just moving. Get started today. Please follow these 2 simple steps. Step 1, click here. Okay, we do have to click on this. And this is fill in your information. Step 2, watch the short videos and commission structure. Then give us a call to get started today. Talk to you soon. Thanks and have a great day. And then it says just go. And then there's the link. And we're just going to click the link real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And we're now on a page that's it's clearly
what the hell is this?
Input, and it
Wait,
says
this is a family. They're all dead. Is that
this is a family that's all dead. They're all looking
Okay.
at each other.
Uh-huh.
There's a grandma looking at her, maybe son. There's like a wife and a husband when they're children, and then there's a grandpa.
Like George Bush.
Yeah, it looks like George W. Bush. Or really, no,
It
probably
does
the
look
first
like
George Bush.
Yeah, it's just like HW.
George, yeah, HW. And then like,
And they're all laughing at the inevitability of death.
Yeah, they're all just like, oh, I'm glad we'll all be together after we're dead. I don't understand.
There's
So
7
it's
of
like
us.
a
1, 2,
mass
3, 4,
grave?
5, 6 of these people are all covered. They could have a dog in here if they wanted.
Uh-huh.
Start living the lifestyle of your dreams now. And then it basically just says like a simple system. Like it's not even, this isn't.
It's like
insurance.
multi-level marketing.
Yeah, like the word, I'm going to search the word insurance on this page. Insurance is not on this page. You know what? Neither is Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
No Porta. So again, this just seems like, is this even the thing that you weirdly said that this would be?
I think we're just trying to round and kidnap people. I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah. It's a scam, but I'm trying to figure out what's
the scam?
What's the scam for? Yeah, I don't know what they're lying to us about. I mean, they're lying to us about everything, but what are they lying to us for?
I mean, I do think there's probably an insurance scheme here where like you pay an amount and then supposedly your funeral costs will be covered. Which
I mean,
I love that they're like, there's no medical check required. Like, no shit. Like, it's for the funeral. Like, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna check to make sure. Oh, this guy's not inhuman.
Yeah. The costs are somewhat fixed, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's also, someone already said this, a multi-level marketing vibe here too, because they say something about extra override income.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, build a team.
Hey,
you want to be on my funeral team, bro? You don't have a job.
listen, death comes for us all, you know, for whom the bell tolls. All right.
Yeah. That's just like a poster in the office. Death comes for us all.
What if this is like a legit company and like every year they have like a retreat in Hawaii, like the funeral insurance, so they give out their awards, like their sales top guns, like this dude sold the most funerals, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, always so crazy.
They call this guy the Reaper. You know?
It's always so crazy to drop in on that world, you know, like the people that are like in the, like I was a tour guide for a little bit, and I did this one tour. It was like, you know, we do corporate tours, and this one group was like this health multi-level marketing fucking bullshit thing. And they literally tried to sell me on it as their, like, it was like a top earners, you know, thing. Like, oh, it changed my life, these vitamins or what the fuck. And it's, you know, so you drop in on the funeral gang, and it's, who knows what you're going to get.
Right.
Wow, bunch.
I'm gonna say no for me. I don't want any part of this. I can't imagine what that office is like. Can you imagine just finding out like the printer wasn't working and who like trying to tell someone, you know, just
you
like
got to talk to Aiden or whatever.
Give a shit. Do people? Death is around the corner, Nick. You don't have time to fix the printer. The printer's gone. It's dead.
We all die. You understand?
Yeah.
In groups of 7, we hope.
Hope this job isn't too deep for you.
So I'm gonna say no, because this is pretty fucking like salesy and bad. So like no. You know, but there's life insurance already feels like a scam, and I know that it's like not, because in the end you do want money to be behind because it is stupidly expensive to die.
Right.
You know, but like there's got to be better ways to do this. So no. Ben,
you guys are crazy, man. You get to work from home.
Oh, right. That's it.
I'm in.
And right around the corner, it's from you, apparently. You know,
a funeral.
maybe they have a new home for you in Inglewood, ready to go.
Dude. Hey, we're all gonna die, right?
Uh-huh.
Good point.
You pick up the phone every day. This is Ben. We're all gonna die. And
this would actually be like a cool movie, though. Like somebody signs this policy, and then they realize, like in the fine print, that they all have to die at the same time.
Oh, hell yeah. And again, they were friends. You know,
yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The idea that it's friends, like why the fuck would you talk like family? I understand, because like you want money, but it's just crazy that you're like, hey, we got 6 people, they're all my family, but like I do want to get you in on this, bro. So do you want to get on this?
I mean, you are in Puerto Rico. It's gonna be $10 less if you join.
So,
it is weird though that they are located right by the cemetery.
It does say they're right by the Inglewood Park Cemetery. I wonder if that's so smart of them. You know, you're thinking about death every day, just walking right by it.
What is that? Also the cemetery? Right.
No, that's a big park across the street from the cemetery. And my house is across the street from that park.
Oh, got it. Yeah. You got a nice park. So like kids can like swing on the playgrounds and then just look across.
The Inglewood Park Cemetery. That's both. It's both a park and a cemetery?
Inglewood Park is on the north side.
The park is separate.
Yeah. And then
Inglewood. The cemetery just happens to be called Inglewood Park.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like Hollywood Park.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Like park your remains here for the rest of eternity.
Exactly.
So there's just like fucking kids like busting ass on a slide or whatever, like across the street from all those tombstones.
That'd be amazing. Cemetery playgrounds.
Yeah. Some kid looks up with mulch all on his face and stuff, and like a mom leans down, is like, if you do that harder next time, you could be one of them.
Yeah.
I used to play basketball for that cemetery. 12.
Did you? All right. Well, so we'll say like, you know, kind of fuck this place. Heyo, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, did you know that you can text this podcast? The number is 470-223-5627. That's 470-223-5627. We take your side, by the way. That's an automatic position. If you text us, we're on your side.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about your boss. You think I'm gonna protect that guy? I hate that guy. I hate that guy. I got your back. We got your back here.
Absolutely. If we're like this is like a weirdo, like sleazy lawyer commercial. I mean, we're on your side to a point, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm wearing a goofy suit right now.
I'm wearing a brown tie. Couldn't tell you why. If you need to talk shit about something, like we're your shit talking team. All you gotta do is text 470-223-5627. That's 470-223-5627. We're on your side.
Ben, what is the first job you ever had?
Technically, I was a paper boy.
All right.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice,
when
nice.
you could still be a paper boy.
Mm-hmm. On
When I
like a
was
bike?
Yeah, when I was like 11, it was
Okay.
an afternoon paper,
Mhm.
like a local paper in Santa Monica,
Mhm.
and they would deliver in the afternoon. It was called Evening Outlook, and then but Saturday morning, Sunday morning, you had to drag your ass up like 5 a.m. and deliver all those fucking papers in the morning. So that sucked. And I remember thinking like the dude who was like the supervisor of the paper boys, or like made sure got you your job or whatever, got your check. He always seemed to like have like a kind of like a relationship with all the other paper boys and like not me. That being a thing, like I had this feeling like they were drinking beers or something. You know what I mean? There was something untoward going on.
Were all the other paper boys 21?
Huh? Yeah, I don't know, man. They were just like maybe like a little older than me, but it just seemed like man. Like I seemed like I felt like I was like the sheltered kid.
So you were the outcast amongst the paper boys. How old were all you guys? Give or take?
Yeah, like 11 or 12, dude.
You were 11 or 12, and you felt like these guys were like they were hanging out, partying, boozing, hitting the strip clubs or whatever, and you were just like,
yeah, like I was missing out on that life.
Yeah, like every time you came into a room, they finished laughing, and they're like,
what's up?
What's up?
Like,
yep.
Yeah, you just kind of noticed, like casually noticed, they all had matching tattoos one day. You're like, what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the first like actual job, I worked at a record store in the mall, the Santa Monica Mall. It was the warehouse. It was like Sam Goody's, like one of those like chain record store, but it was called the Warehouse. But it was like where like WHERE.
Okay.
Whoa, it's where the music is.
Where the Warehouse.
Oh shit! Yeah. There's like one neon sign in there. The rest of it was just like fluorescent lighting or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much, man. They sell like CDs and video cassettes, VHS tapes.
Yeah. Back when people had a lot of CDs to buy.
Yeah. This is like 95.
Yeah.
Back then.
It's like you get like a bunch of weirdos in there, right? Yeah, I would assume.
It was Santa Monica Mall, so it was a bunch of tourists.
Oh, a bunch of tourists. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like we
Where you
paid.
pick up that new
They
bare
paid
naked
minimum
ladies
wage
or whatever.
Yeah, no, they paid minimum wage, and minimum wage was like $4.25.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a time!
It was like, you work a whole day and you make like $30.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're like, I could buy 1.5 CDs.
And then they took out taxes, so like everybody's.
Yeah, you could barely afford a sandwich or whatever at the end of the day.
You're saying everybody stole?
Yeah, everybody stole from that.
Yeah, so you're stealing CDs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what were some of the like top tier CDs you went for?
Oh, because I would sell them at school.
Hell yeah.
So you just go for the whatever.
Yeah, like back then, I remember like there was like a new Cypress Hill came out.
Hell yeah.
The Dog Pound.
Okay.
There was like a new Ice Cube.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
how do you Super Nintendo games?
Oh, cool. Tight video games. That's big money. But I was gonna ask you, how do you go about stealing this stuff? Like, how do you you just put it right in your bag, or will you? Because
here's what I remember. And correct me if I'm wrong here, Ben. My recollection, especially in like mall CD stores, is the CD itself was encased in like a weirdly tall plastic thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like that like plastic fucking
like, jewel case thing.
Like a tennis racket kind of looking.
Yeah, it was like this tennis racket they put
around
the fucking CD.
Yeah. Well, we were all in on it, right? Like everyone in our shift, we were all getting the same shitty pay or whatever. And we were all like 18 and 19, didn't give a fuck. So when the shipment would come in, before it would get received, because the guy who would actually do the receiving and stuff and put it in the system came in the morning, we just snag a few.
Got it. So this is pre-inventory.
And we just thought we were like geniuses, like, oh, they'll never figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh, we totally got busted.
Did you? When did you get busted?
We got busted like a month later.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
I think I worked
you guys
there,
had
like, a
opened your
total-
own record store next door.
Yeah,
Called
like,
Stolen Records from Ben.
yeah, we were like swiping stuff and like trading it with like other people that worked at other stores.
Okay.
Oh
You know
wow.
what I mean? Like, so Foot Locker, you give us a jersey and we give you some shit. You know what I mean? Like just like
Yeah.
people, like
It's-
it was madness, bro.
It's
like,
just like a super fast forwarded version of the movie Goodfellas. Like you just
basically, dude. Yeah, we were just super fucking gready.
Yeah. Instead of drugs, it's just a Matchbox 20 CD.
Yeah. We thought we were fucking brilliant and like it's this big company they'll never figure it out. And they totally figured it out. We super got fired.
Yeah. After a month, they were like, "Yeah, Ben, we noticed you stole 32 copies of Dookie, the Green Day album." So just
You know what the biggest thing was? I stole a PlayStation.
Oh, hell
fuck.
yeah.
That's
PlayStation first came out, and
it's like stealing a tank back then.
Yeah.
It's like,
I took the
it's huge.
first one they got, dude.
Damn.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
just
mean,
the
that was
same thing,
worth
just-
it then. I mean,
That's
Just
what I
the
mean.
work-
Is just greedy, bro.
how long did you work
if
there?
Dude, it took you
Like
11
4 months.
years to save
4
up
months. We
enough to steal
fucking
that
cleaned them
PlayStation.
out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you walked away in the net positive for sure.
Oh yeah, because I mean they were paying me $4 an hour, dude.
Yeah.
Or $4.25. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
How many of you were in on how many of you got fired?
I think 2 of us
Okay.
for sure, and I think one guy quit before they really figured out that he was in on it too, because he was like more.
Yeah. He was the Kaiser Soze of this.
But there was
Yeah.
2 of us because I was a senior in high school and my buddy was a freshman at UCLA.
Mhm.
Okay.
We were the main 2 that were just like going nuts, dude.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like that was like our like personal fucking fiefdom or whatever, dude.
And then
We
like
made it.
I
But
mean,
we were corrupt.
how did selling the CDs go? Obviously, it worked. I mean,
Yeah. $5
you
a
charge
pop or
you charge
whatever at
retail
school,
or
dude.
slightly under retail.
Yeah, I was cheap. I was practically giving them away, man. They're like half price, dude.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah. And they were like before the release date or on the release date, dude.
Right.
Yeah. I took a bunch of movies for myself, a bunch of fucking video games, just you know.
Got that new Smash Mouth.
I think that was before Smash Mouth.
Yeah,
I remember
the first
because we used to have to
CD
play
was like
albums.
96. I want to
We
say.
used to have to play albums, dude, during the day, you know, in the store, like whatever they were trying to sell. So I remember what they were always playing was the Smashing Pumpkins double album.
Fuck yeah, Melancholy.
When they had 1979 and all that. Like that
Hell
was
yeah,
like the one
dude.
that I dug listening to.
Uh-huh.
And then they would make you play the Batman soundtrack, but it was the Batman that had a Kiss from a Rose on it.
Oh, Seal.
Seal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
So
don't
it was
remember
the
which Batman movie that
second
was. It was like
Batman, maybe?
Batman Forever.
Oh,
Batman Forever
yeah,
was-
right. Third. Yeah. We're going to find
Yeah,
out.
I think it's the third one, dude. Yeah.
Is that the Val Kilmer one, Batman Forever?
I think you're
Pretty sure.
Batman. Shit.
There was, but one of those Batmans had like a hit soundtrack, and it had the fucking Seal song and like a U2 song, and I forgot what else.
It's
and
for
then,
sure Batman Forever and
And Alanis Morissette. They used to
hell
fucking crank
yeah.
Jagged Little Pill.
Nice. Oh, dude, that's such a good album. Jagged Little Pill.
it fucking rules, dude.
It's
Yeah,
such a good fucking album.
that album goes hard. Val Kilmer, that's
first
correct.
two
It's Val
albums.
Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
It's the best
and,
weird
no-
Batman of that era because after that was the George Clooney one. Shit got weird. Even as a
Yeah.
kid, I remember being like, "Ooh, buddy."
Yeah, Val Kilmer and like Nicole Kidman. Is that who's his girlfriend in that?
Yeah, that's correct. You nailed it.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. I know I don't want to backtrack too much, but like I want to ask more about this paper route job.
I want to ask about paper route job too. Specifically, how did you carry the papers?
Bike.
I
They give you like a
understand.
bag. They give you
had a
these
big-ass
bags
bag?
that like you tied over to the handlebars of your bike, and
Okay, got it.
You could throw all the papers in there, and it had like the name of the newspaper company on the back.
Oh, got it.
How many bags? How many papers you carrying?
It was like probably like 60 or 80.
Damn.
I think
a
about
lot
it,
of
man.
papers.
Yeah, it's
And
kind of a
you're
lot, dude. Yeah,
11 years
because it
old.
was like a few blocks, dude. My
Yeah.
route that I had to ride. And I realized too, once I started going to, because it was when I was in like 6th grade or something. I was in 7th grade. I realized a lady down the street from me was my science teacher. I didn't know. I didn't know she was in my neighborhood or anything. Yeah, I was just like, wait, I deliver newspapers to your ass.
Yeah. That'd be like a fucking weird thing to see. Like that'd be like a desert mirage. Like if you're like a child carrying like hundreds of pounds of paper on your bike down the street very early in the morning. You're like,
Yeah, like all like struggling to pedal and
dude,
shit.
it's just like you're like all wobbly. And it's just like, is that Miss Clemens? What the fuck? Like it's just like it's
Yeah, and it's funny too, because like my dad would send me out there doing that. Yeah, like 6 a.m. and not blink an eye, it'd be dark.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And like I think about that now. Like I have a 10-year-old son. I would never let him outside at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
dark alone. You know what I mean? If
Uh-huh.
it
Wait,
kills.
especially with something that's anchoring him down so he can't move fast.
Can't even run.
Yeah, exactly. dude. It's the soft
He's
part.
responsible for all that merch when he gets mugged.
He's just
Um,
like,
Right?
I suppose that's probably why you have like massive calves at the age of 12. You know, it's just like the buffest legs of any child ever.
What sucked too was I did that to save up to buy a bike. I wanted a BMX bike.
Mhm.
And I bought this like GT dyno bike that I was all stoked for.
Mhm.
And then it got stolen like in like 2 weeks.
Oh my
fuck.
god,
Dude,
Dude,
And
that's
then you're
why
like,
you-
stealing. What an
that's what, man,
idea.
fuck work.
Uh-huh,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
exactly. Fuck work.
I mean, that blows, dude.
Dude, that's
Oh,
super.
for real,
That's
dude.
super shitty, dude.
How long did it take you to drop all the papers off? Like an hour, a couple hours?
It probably that.
Okay.
Know,
Yeah, this wasn't like a like an all day affair. So like if it were you went out at dark at 6 a.m., then you might have come home and it just kind of sunrise, it just happened.
Pretty much, man. Like I was
Yeah.
home. Yeah,
Mhm.
wasn't that crazy? But that's if I got up.
I
in the
will
morning
say the
to do
one
it. There were a few
one-
mornings where I didn't get up.
Yeah, and the one, the
mean?
one in your dad's defense, number one, different time, but also number two, the I would say if you're looking at the calendar, like the time and of a day, when's the least likely for like weirdos and creepers to be out? It's for sure dawn. Like a couple hours, like 4 a.m. Oof, you're in trouble. But once you hit the 5 and the 6, like if you're either you're gonna mellow out, right, or you're never gonna mellow out. You know what I mean? And so
They're
it doesn't
asleep,
matter what
yeah.
time it is. So in that sense, it's like how many muggings happen at 6 a.m.
Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so.
And then so when were you reporting to see like the other kids, like the Teamsters or whatever that were like way
Yeah, no, man.
way cooler?
It was rare. Like I remember like seeing them like when I first started, and it
Uh-huh.
would just be like once in a while. Cause I don't remember there being like a thing where like you had to see them, but I remember still like seeing them gather sometimes, or they'd all be in the dude's car or
They're
something.
all just like cheersing orange sodas or whatever. Just-
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah.
Like the kids that go and then the Pinocchio to go fucking shoot pool.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
100%.
That's what I felt like I was missing out on.
When you were talking about that guy, it's the first person that came to mind is that fucking weirdo guy that runs at like Donkey Kid Island or whatever.
It was a whole Pleasure Island experience I was missing out on.
Right. Pleasure Island. Yeah. Kids smoking and
Yep.
swearing and spitting and stuff.
Yeah.
Symbolism.
Yeah.
And then they turn into jackasses.
That's a good movie. I'll go back and check that out again.
Yeah.
Pinocchio is fire, dude. That's the best movie out of all of them, dude.
It was
And then
pretty
it's like
early
a
on in
horror
the
movie.
Disney like lineup, right? Like first like 2 or 3 like Disney animated movies, I want to say.
Yeah, I think that's when like that was back when Disney like openly didn't give a fuck. When they were just like, whatever, dude, we'll show you your fucking life ruined. Like, give a fuck, dude. It was like if you go further back in like kids' movies and stuff like that, now it's like I understand that they like really want to take on emotional toll now, which is great. But it's like if you go back, it's just like, and then your fucking mom gets shot, and you're just gonna figure it the fuck out as 7 years old. Like, God damn, Disney was mean.
Yeah, big time movies would
Pinocchio
be
is-
like, I miss my mom because she died, being sick. But like Bambi's like, no.
And
No, she got
Bambi's
fucking
just
shot,
like,
kid.
what about my dad? You don't have a fucking
Fuck
dad.
you.
What are
Yeah.
you thinking? You're just like,
Pinocchio's like, you're not even a dude. He just fucked around and found out.
yeah.
The whole point of the movie was he fucked around and found out.
Go ahead, try and be
Dude, I
real.
saw
You
that
want to
when
be
I
real?
was
Okay,
6.
get some fucking loans. Get some student loans under your belt, little piece of shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Develop a smoking habit. See how far that fucking takes you, you dumbass kid.
See what that does for your height and your voice.
Get inside
Try
a
to make him
fucking
a child
whale, why don't you?
actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you became a child actor.
You're
See
only-
how Hollywood treats you,
Yeah.
dumbass.
Your only friend is this piece of edamame we're telling you is a cricket. Okay. All right, Ben. So those are your first few jobs. What would you say is the worst job you've ever had?
The worst job was being an EMT. It was like the worst. It was the worst and the best,
shit.
dude. Yeah.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. Because like, You become an EMT for whatever reason sucks you into it, right? Usually you want to be a fireman or something,
Okay.
and that's like this. So it's like a stepping stone job, right? So everybody who's there, nobody thinks they're going to stay there and be stuck on that job. It's just something they're doing for the experience, or they're going to go to nursing school, or they just want to get into the field somehow. You know what I mean? So the ambulance companies know that, basically. So they basically pay you shit too. They actually pay you pretty, everywhere pays you better now because there's not enough workers. So they have to attract employees.
Right. But no, it does.
I started
blow.
doing it. When I started doing it when I was like 20, it's like 98, I think was when I first got my license. It was the same shit. I made $675. That was the opening pay. You know what I mean? And that was pretty much standard everywhere.
You were working at a fucking coffee shop for similar.
Yeah. You're making under $7.
And let me tell you, there's a lot less knives and skulls in a coffee shop. Not saying there's zero in LA. But
so when you're doing that level of ambulance, most of what you do is like taking people to dialysis, taking psych patients to the psych hospital or psych ER. Take people back to a nursing home from the hospital, or from a nursing home to the hospital, shit like that. So it's really just a lot of lifting people. Lifting people up bedridden, and they can be huge sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're all bedridden. So I mean, like, you've been around a person that was bedbound, they're not gonna fresh. Smell. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's just all the time. You just go from funky heavy person to funky heavy person, getting that on you, moving them. Sometimes they shit themselves, they piss themselves, like, you never know. And that's people that aren't psychos. Then you have like
those are the normal. Those are the grateful people.
Yeah. And the psych patients can either be like entertaining and funny, or they can be like straight up like wanting to kill you the whole time.
For sure.
And you have to like literally like restrain them, and they're trying to bust out of restraints and spit on you the whole time. Yeah. And you're like thinking like, damn, I might have to fucking hit this guy in the face. Like I might have to fucking flip him, like, to protect yourself. And like you're making
and then he like also sinks.
675.
675.
Dealing with that shit, And then sometimes you're dealing with literal shit. Like people shit themselves, or they have shit on them, or like they just shit on a thing that like you're reaching for and you just don't know it. Like I've gotten shit on me.
Wait a second. Back that up. So they secretly shit on something they knew you were about to grab?
I haven't had that happen.
Diabolical.
Good, but there could just be shit anywhere, man. You know what I mean? Like when people ask you, like whenever like you tell people that you worked on an ambulance or you're a paramedic or anything like that, they'll ask you about blood and how can you deal with the blood, and like blood doesn't smell. You know what I mean? Like smells are so much worse than sight.
Dude.
They're much more invasive.
Shit smells like shit. Yeah.
Yes, dude. Or like the puke smell, or just just like the death smell, or just the funky rotting flesh smell.
Dude, rotting flesh and death, dude. That shit is bad.
Bro, that's wild, dude. So it's
I love though that you like the picture you're painting is that like the surprise poop. Like that is wild. Surprise poop around every corner,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I remember I went to pick a guy up, and he just had all this shit on his shirt, and I didn't realize it. And I was wearing like a short sleeve like uniform shirt. So I just had this guy's shit on my arms.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. And so if you have any shit like get on your skin, like that's a direct contact.
Yeah.
So like you have to go to the ER.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't have a cut, even if it's not in your bloodstream or hitting an opening or anything, just the fact that you had like contact with all that shit, you have to go get checked out.
So then what? So then how long? I mean, is there a fast track in the ER? You just got to fucking sit there and wait for all the people to come in with broken femurs and shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, they get to you when they get to you, but it's a little faster than somebody like walking in off the street.
Is that the end of your work day? You're like, okay, I got shit on my arm. I have to go to ER now, or is it like I'll go?
Pretty much, yeah. They shut it down for you there. Yeah, a couple more runs shitty. With your skid mark on your arm.
I mean, that's fair. Like if you get shit on you, like call it a day,
Yeah, good. That's fair.
That's good. Fair. Good one. We had a good one today.
But then you're sitting there, they take your vitals, they take your labs and everything, and make sure you're not you didn't get HIV.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And you're not getting paid for that, is my guess. Or are you still on the clock?
You get paid. You're on the clock still.
Oh, thank fucking God.
You're on the clock for 5. So you waited 2 hours in the ER. You made what, $13?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be worse though, man. Like my brother's a paramedic too. He's a paramedic in Skid Row, and he's been stuck with needles.
Oh my God.
Go
And
to
then you
grab a
find-
guy, and there's just a needle sticking out, and so he's had to get AIDS tested for that a bunch of times.
And then like the doctor's like, you're not gonna believe this. I know you got stuck with a needle. There was actually shit on that needle.
Yeah, right?
Damn, there's shit on the needle.
Seriously, dude.
You gotta go on the
Surprise
shit
poops.
line now. I'm sorry, we have 2 lines now.
Yeah, two. Yeah, just
Dude, and
100
it's crazy, man,
dedicated shit line.
because he worked in Skid Row, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Skid Row, they'll call 911 all the time, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So he'll get these calls, and they'll say, look for the guy in the blue tent.
There's a bunch of blue tents down there.
Yeah, everybody's in a blue
It's
tent.
all blue tents.
Everybody's laying down, looks like they're dead.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
It's like, hey, did you call 911? Did you call 911? You call 911?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
look for your person.
Yeah, and I'm sure that if you weren't the person that called 911 and if you're on Skid Row, you probably do need some sort of medical
Yeah, it's not
attention.
like
You're
you walk
yeah,
up-
sure, that was me. Yeah. I
It's
need-
not like it's obvious when you arrive, like, oh well, you're
Uh-huh.
good,
Yeah.
I'm looking for the person who's having a bad
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, you're out there
And none
just,
of them
like,
wanna go.
spraying penicillin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
That's
you
what
just
I
have
think too,
a
yeah.
real fucked up foot. I'm looking for the person who's
Uh-huh.
nonstop screaming. So I
Yeah,
will.
I'm
I'll
looking for
see you
someone
later.
And
covered
there's
in
5
shit.
of them. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
How long were you a paramedic for?
I still have a paramedic license now. I worked, I became an EMT in 98 and a paramedic in 2003.
What's the
And
difference?
I worked. EMT is like basic ambulance. So you do like first aid and like basic life support. It's called BLS.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it's like you give oxygen, you can do all the first aid stuff,
Mhm.
bandages,
Mm.
collars, backboards, all that stuff. Paramedics can give drugs.
Okay.
There's like 26 drugs that you can give.
Uh-huh.
You can start IVs. You can hook somebody up to a cardiac monitor. You can shock people. You can
Uh-huh.
intubate,
Okay.
stick a tube down somebody's throat and
Oh,
breathe for
fuck.
them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All that stuff. You can start IVs in people's bones.
Man, that is a huge jump.
Yeah.
That is a huge
Yeah, I know.
jump
It's a
from
trip.
just being a guy that like can put air in the tires or whatever.
And it's just the extra 6 months of school.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
I assume there's slightly
like-
more pay, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's more pay.
Yeah.
And way
Uh-huh.
more responsibility. and
But
everything.
you're just like fucking making knives out of people's bones or whatever. I mean, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. There's like a tool, and you kind of like crank in, and you can you're supposed to do it like with little kids sometimes, like where you can't start IVs, but you can do it
Okay.
pretty much. You can technically do the same thing with anybody because there's blood vessels inside your bones.
Oh my
But if
fucking
you really
God.
have to, and you can't get a vein any other way, you can just pop a hole kind of like through their bone, like through like a tibia or something.
Okay. Wait, okay. I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah,
very
you
interested.
can,
in
then you
this.
can
What
start
is
an
it?
IV right into their bone.
Into their bone. Okay.
Yeah, it's called IO, intraosseous.
That shit is so hard fucking core.
Yeah,
Dude.
oh, there's all these trippy things they teach you how to do, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Needle thoracostomy, that thing. Like, you remember that movie Three Kings?
With Mark Wahlberg and George
Yeah.
Clooney. Yeah.
George Clooney? That thing where you get shot in the chest. And you
Yeah,
stick the
yeah, and
needle
they do
with the
that weird
balloon.
like the yeah.
Yeah, they teach us how to do that shit too.
Oh man.
Yeah,
6 months.
that kind of thing. There's things you can do that same thing in somebody's neck.
The
Uh-huh.
tracheotomy.
Be able to
thing
breathe through
where-
their neck. It's called a needocricothyrotomy.
Oh my
needle
fucking
Oh
God.
my
Same
God,
thing, dude. Yeah.
All right,
That's
you
a trip, man.
started. We haven't got a full picture here. You started in '98.
Yeah.
In 2003 was when you were a paramedic. What's the total lifespan of this?
I got out of an ambulance
At the
in
game.
2008. So about 10 years.
Okay, yeah, 10 years, dude. 10 years is a long
Yeah.
fucking time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you have man, I feel like your story is gonna be so sad.
Do you have like
do you-
a brand on your neck for every year?
I know. Do you have any memories that like super stick out to you? Like anyone's that like really stuck with you that wouldn't be like all traumatic to talk about? A little bit? But,
I get that more from my job now, dude. Because
Uh-huh.
my job now, like I still have to be a paramedic for it, but I
Uh-huh.
work for the health department, right?
Okay.
So I work for the EMS Agency for LA County. So
Uh-huh.
the EMS Agency is Emergency Medical Services.
Uh-huh.
So our department is in charge of all the ERs, all the ambulances, rescue helicopters, lifeguards,
Everything.
the hyperbaric chamber on Catalina Island.
Oh
like,
fuck.
Yeah, all that stuff. And basically, we have like a radio channel and a computer system that's like connected to every unit and every ER, right?
Mhm.
So the way it's set up is if any paramedics out in the field have an incident that has 5 or more victims on the same incident,
Oh my!
they call
fucking
us,
God.
and then we help them manage it.
You got to
kind of.
coordinate. Yeah.
Like find hospitals that take their people if they need
Right.
more resources,
Right.
help them
Right.
get it, like just stuff like that. Because that way you don't have like a bus crash and like 20 people show up at the same ER
Right.
and they get overwhelmed.
And overwhelm the system
Okay.
and lose
So,
people.
I get crazier stories from that because that's like
Yeah, because it's only
Yeah.
cuckoo times.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
only when a bomb goes
that's
off.
and since that's not always happening all the time, that's like only like a few times a week that happens.
But
What
it's always a bad
mostly-
time.
Yeah, what we do mostly is like a secondary 911 kind of. So like for emergency rooms. So like if an ER gets a patient that they can't handle, like if you got shot in the chest and you walked into like Valley Presbyterian,
Okay.
or something like that,
uh-huh,
you know what I'm saying? And, like they don't have a trauma surgeon, they don't have
Yeah.
thoracic surgery. They'll call us and we'll get a trauma surgeon and thoracic surgeon to accept the patient and get them OR time in a bed and
Like
get
get
them
them transferred or whatever.
get them moved so they live. So we do that for like trauma, for burns, for neurosurgery,
So the
all this
day to day
man-
is
little kids.
managing just one person's worst day of their lives.
No, I know.
And
I know
then-
whoever is the most fucked in the county. I know.
and then if the icing on top is the worst thing that's happened in a 30-mile radius.
Yeah, dude.
You get to hear about and manage a couple times a week.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much, dude.
Fuck.
There's just so many things that can happen to you, dude, and just so many things happen to people. They get
Yeah.
What's the hang like in an ambulance when you're just like hanging out with the other guy? Do you guys like because I understand there's got to be some levity there. You're hanging out, talking music or whatever, talking Sopranos or whatever, and then but then you go and like someone's head just exploded, and shit came out of it, and so you're dealing with all that. And then just like do you guys ever just like driving is real quiet, like it's just like
Here's the thing too, man, because that's the other thing, dude, is like whoever you're working with, it's usually at the minimum it's 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
But it's usually 24 or 48.
Fuck.
And that's just your person that you got to roll with for that whole time. So sometimes it's somebody you fucking hate. You know what I mean? So
man.
Job like you're stuck working with somebody that you can't stand.
My God.
There's been guys like I worked with a guy who told me that about guys that got in a fist fight on the way.
Really?
They fucking pulled over and they stopped, like the siren's going, and they still stopped and got out and fucking fought each other.
Wait,
Whoa.
you telling me there was a person in the back?
No, they were
Oh,
responding to a call.
Oh, they were they're on the way there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a guy just got shot in the leg or whatever, and he's just like laying on the ground, and
He's just waiting for
EMTs,
the-
just waiting. These EMTs are just duking it out, like up the
So
street.
actually, my podcast, Please Remain Calm. That's what we talk about. Is we have people who are either the paramedics or firefighters on a call, or the victims, like people that had something happen to them,
Right.
and they describe the whole incident in the call. Right. We had Alex Hooper on the show, and Hooper had an allergic reaction. He went into anaphylaxis and got all fucking like swollen and bloated. Right. Paramedics come, and he said the paramedics that came to help him were fighting. Like we're straight up fighting the whole time, arguing, bickering at each other. Like he thinks like one of them slept with the other one's wife or something.
Oh my
Holy
fucking
shit.
But
shit.
he's like they were in the middle of it the whole fucking time with him. The whole call, take him to the hospital. Like they never let up on each other.
Whoa.
He's like they barely noticed me. So it could.
They're just giving you like
totally
EpiPen
happen,
after EpiPen.
Yeah,
Just
dude,
being
it
like,
can-
you
it
fuck
can
my wife.
Totally.
You fuck my wife.
You never know who you're working with, man. That's the thing. But
Did
if
you
have
did
somebody
you ever have
then it's fun.
did you ever have people like anyone? You don't have to get super into details, but like anyone you had outright huge disagreements with, or you're fighting with on the way to or from an emergency call?
Not fighting with on the way to or from, but like people like where like they just got on my nerves, or just we're just diametrically opposed for everything else. You know what I mean? Like just in all
'cause they're,
views, like just don't get along.
Just like they're trying to listen to like too much NPR or like not enough NPR or
Yeah,
whatever, Yeah.
I like that they took it outside. I mean, I guess one person is driving, so it's really not a fair fight. One person just
Yeah,
getting the
yeah,
other one purple nurples the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Can't fight.
Fighting on
side to
I-5
side
or whatever.
in the car. Yeah, it's lame.
Yeah.
But it's funny too, because whatever beef you have with your partner, Like no, the hatred between employees is never matched by the hatred toward the company.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure. I'm
For
sure.
ambulance companies, especially, dude, because all ambulance companies know that they have this pool of employees that are only going to be there temporarily.
Uh-huh.
So that's the most fuck the employees attitude
Uh-huh.
that you take, and
Oh,
all the
man.
employees know it too. But they're also all trying to leave. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody has job applications out for like fire departments or other.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for like a better gig.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like we barely want to have you, and we barely want to be here.
But it took you 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would think that that's not an uncommon story. That it takes a lot longer than you think.
Yeah,
right.
for
Like,
sure. Everybody goes and thinks they're going to be there like 6 months or something.
Uh-huh.
You go to paramedic school right away, because when you start as an EMT, you have to be an EMT for at least 6 months or a year before you can apply to paramedic school. They want you to have experience with it before you apply. So a lot of people go in thinking that they're going to do that, become a paramedic, become a fireman right after that. It just doesn't always work out that way.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Like I had a friend who was an EMT a few years back, and like, am I right in that I remember he told me that you're not like beholden to any particular hospital, so you're just basically like an ambulance service, right? Like it's an independent company that like gets kind of like, not like you're intercepting, but you're basically like intercepting emergency calls and going to there, and
not even like that. It's almost like for a private ambulance company, you can be contracted for an area with a fire department, not for sort of with a hospital also, but the way it works is there's 911, right? All the fire departments handle 911. Most of the fire departments have their own ambulances, but some of them don't. Like LA County Fire Department that has West Hollywood and like the Marina Del Rey, Ladera Heights, they don't have ambulances. So they contract with private ambulance companies. So these ambulance companies will bid their services with the county, and then the
for
county,
the lowest amount always, I'm sure.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just going to hope to pass it on by billing the patients directly. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But those companies will have an easier time hiring new employees because people want to run 911 calls and have more. They think it's going to be more fun and get better experience, which is true, but it doesn't reflect in like your pay or anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Same shitty pay. Right?
I mean, what does it reflect in the jobs you can get afterwards because you have more experience in more chaos?
You think so, but it's kind of like how, like thinking that like your high school experience matters in the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody really gives a shit, dude. Just become a paramedic and get out there.
As long as it's on the piece of fucking paper, we're moving.
Yeah, exactly. All the people care is that you actually did it.
Yeah, they don't like, like on your resume, it doesn't say like helped guy with stab,
Yeah.
Like it just says you were a paramedic.
So these companies can bid on that, and then they can but aside from that, they're basically like taxi services.
Yeah.
Right.
So they have to bid like for contracts with the hospitals to provide all the services for the hospitals, but the hospital doesn't run them. They just make an agreement
they
to
receive them. Yeah,
exactly. Just to do the calls. So what happens is you wind up getting a bunch of fucking shady guys that start ambulance companies. Because also it's real easy to pull like Medicare fraud, Medi-Cal fraud, pull a bunch. So you hear that every couple of years there'll be an ambulance company that goes down and the owners are charged with fraud or they go to jail. They'll run scams like taking people to dialysis. They'll put 4 people in the same ambulance to take them all to the same dialysis and bill them all as individual rides.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they get 4 times the pay. Yeah. They'll do that like right and left.
They're all crammed in there and stuff, and like all
and each of them is stinkier than the last.
Yeah, for psych runs, for all that stuff. So there's just different ways that they do that and get away with shit. So there was a company that I was working for where it was only black owned company, ambulance company in LA, but the dude was like in crazy debt, and he was pulling scams right and left. And when I started working there, I didn't know that this had happened, but the company was in receivership. So they had been like bouncing fucking paychecks and everything before that. Everything was fine with me when I started because the bank was running it. But like a bank rep, like a bank trustee that they appointed to run the company to save the company and make them back some money. But apparently before that, this dude had just ran up the bill like crazy. So on the last day that we were there, we were supposed to clear out of that office. He had this big office on Crenshaw and Coliseum, so right there, like the Park of the Crenshaw Strip and everything, right where they film Boys in the Hood.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
where that
nice.
where like the Wiener Schnitzel is, like when they first like run into the guys and kill Rick. Yeah, it was right there. Right? So the last day we have to clear out the office, and we didn't realize that this dude had his own like private office in the building. And it was like a super fucking nice office, like really nice. Like he had his own bathroom and a shower, and he had this like fully stocked bar that I guess he just didn't ever clear it out when he got kicked out of the office when the bank took it over. So the last day that we were there, he just had like all these bottles of like Johnny Walker and like decent stuff, man. Like full bottles, because we just like cleared out his whole office. That was like that, and like there were like employees that had been there for like 20 years or whatever that had like bounced paychecks and like gotten fucked over by this guy. They were like so happy to like steal his liquor. So funny, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude.
What a fucking shizer.
Yeah, right.
Okay, well, Ben, like before we kind of wrap everything up, we always have like 3 questions to kind of ask to make sure we kind of cover some bases. So, question number 1 is for this worst job, the EMT paramedic situation. When were you done and how did you quit? So like I mean, I guess you always knew you didn't want to be there, right? Like, I mean, maybe you didn't, maybe you thought you were going to, but like,
I was trying to be a fireman.
Yeah. Okay. So like, how did the evolution of getting out change? Like, and then
to get out,
you did get a new job. So
yeah, to get out of being an EMT, I just became a paramedic. So that was the plan the whole time, was to go to paramedic school,
for sure,
work on that. So I did that, and when I became a paramedic, I went to work back at the same company I'd worked at as an EMT, but I worked as around their paramedic division. The guy that ran the paramedic division left to go to the job I have now. And the job I have now, I didn't really know too much about it. And I remember like, because you work for the county of LA.
Yeah.
So when you become a paramedic for the county of LA, they'll send you like a notice for this job to let you know it's available, or, you know, it's a possibility for you. But I just didn't really know what it was. I thought it didn't pay enough, and I wanted to be a fireman anyway, so I didn't think twice about it. So about a year, I don't know, maybe like a year or less of being a paramedic at that company, I was running the paramedic division. Like they trusted me more, I guess, and you know, other people left, and they're like, "Hey, you want to do it?" I did it. So then it was a cool gig because I didn't have a boss, you know.
Yeah.
So that made it a lot better, obviously. And it was actually fucking rad because we didn't have a paramedic station at that point. We had what was called, we had a backup contract for the South Bay fire departments. So like Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, El Segundo, and Redondo Beach. They all had their own fire departments and paramedics, but they all had one ambulance each. So if their ambulance was on a call, then we were the ambulance. So we had to have a place close to there. So they rented us a residence inn in El Segundo.
You just like hung out
Yeah.
there?
So for like a year, we just stayed at the residence inn in like a 2-bedroom suite. It was fucking amazing, dude. Like we had a fucking maid come in and clean the room every day, like put the dishwasher. There was a
So you're like,
buffet.
you're like working dispatch or whatever. Is that the deal?
I was a paramedic. We had an ambulance that was parked at residence inn.
Oh, okay. You were the lead paramedic. I got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then you just dealing with beach emergencies only.
Hiring, I had to run everything, but I still had to run calls too.
Got it.
Yeah, right.
And then from there, you go the direction of your supervisor because you had an in, because like your supervisor
called me and just told me about it. He's like, dude, you got to work here, man. This is great. And he explained it to me. I was like, yeah, no shit.
You're like, hold on. Is it better than a residence inn by the beach?
Right. Well, here's the thing. By that point, that went away. They, got their shit together and they pulled us out of the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, I wouldn't have left, dude. That was the best gig. Living in the hotel was the best gig.
Tight. Okay. Well,
dude, you have no idea, dude. There was like a dinner buffet, like 4 nights a week.
Oh, shit.
Every night they had a keg for the guests.
Residence Inn?
Yeah, they have a keg for the guests and a bottle of red and a bottle of white. It's a breakfast buffet every day. Free dinner 4 nights a week, and then you had the fucking gym, tennis.
That's some motherfucking Residence Inn.
Yeah, and it was the South Bay. Like there were no calls.
Right.
We just had like 1 or 2 calls a day max, and the rest of the day we just hung
It's
out
just
at
people
the
like
hotel, dude.
people like
Or just
burn
went to the
themselves on their
beach.
grill or some shit.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was the best, dude. It was the greatest.
Just cut themselves on their money.
So that will all come to an end. Yeah, right. Yeah. They came to their senses and they actually sold the company. So the next guy that bought the company was like, fuck this, no station. You don't need to sleep anywhere. Everyone's going to work 8-hour shifts. And that was around the time where my former boss offered me this job. So like, oh yeah, this sounded pretty good now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, the keg is gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Kegger's over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Party's over, literally.
These motherfuckers ran out of booze. I gotta get another job.
Right? Seriously, man. I had like the Animal House paramedic gig, dude.
Okay, well, question number 2 is, what's one good thing you took from that very bad job? I think I know the answer, but I'm curious what your answer is.
You know what, man? I have like friends from that job still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet.
Like and guys that are firemen now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I went on and did the whole path and everything, man. Yeah, so that's definitely a good thing I got from that job, man.
Lots of enemies as well. Friends and enemies. Or...
Welcome. The enemies from that motherfucker didn't like Quiznos.
All right.
You guys were fighting on top of the ambulance as it was going down the freeway. Oh man.
Is there a movie like that now? Ambulance?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Also,
Maybe.
what was the other thing? Oh, well, remember that Nicolas Cage? Was it John?
Bringing out the dead.
Yeah, that was like that's what I was thinking this whole time. I was like, was Ben fighting zombies or what? What is this about?
That's pretty tight. All right, well, question 3, not related to those jobs, is sort of like pandemic times. It's maybe I don't know, is it over? I don't know what's going on, but like, how are you doing? How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Pandemic, I didn't get any time off during it.
Yeah.
We had to work like fucking crazy. We became like COVID central. We were the
Yeah.
department that was like calling the hospitals to get like the death count and like how many patients you have now with COVID, how many are waiting for their test, how many beds do you have?
Yeah.
Like we're still kind of doing that.
Yeah.
When they had the U.S. Mercy, the Navy hospital ship come to town, like those guys were working in our department with us.
Oh wow.
Coordinate everything with us. Yeah, I have a picture on my Instagram with them.
Yeah. You're running like the worst baseball card of all time.
Bro. Oh man. Yeah. Pretty much like we never got a break, man. I'm still kind of bitter over it, dude. We never got to get checks. I never got to stay home. Like
yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're doing all right.
Yeah.
You're continuing to hold down the base needs of this county.
Basically, yeah.
Tight. Well, thank you for doing that and still doing that. That blows. Ben, where can people find you on the internet if you want to be found?
You can follow me at Ben9Humor, Ben number 9 humor, like benign tumor. It's a clever handle.
Oh, hell yeah.
Instagram and Twitter.
Tight.
My podcast is Please Remain Calm, available everywhere. PRC Pod is our Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, we just have people on that had a crazy thing happen to them and they explain how they survived.
Yeah, so if you want to hear more of this, like fucking, let's hear it. You want to hear more about how IVs can go directly into the bone.
The bones of a child.
Check it out. Well, Ben, thanks so much for joining us. It's been eye-opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely.
Eye-opening.
Absolutely. And fuck this place.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you had a good time, don't forget to subscribe, rate the podcast, leave a review, 5 stars, 4 stars. You can give less stars, but don't do that. I mean, you can, but just text us. It's 470-223-5627. That's 470-223-5627. You can just let it out, Get mean. We're here for you. Okay, that's it. Bye for now. Fuck this.